Hello, welcome to Conscious Parenthood, your one-stop channel to discuss all things natural living and parenting. We offer tips on how to make small changes that can make a great big impact in your life. I would like to preface this video by saying that I'm speaking strictly from my experience only. What works for some may not work for all, and I'm not trying to offer any medical advice whatsoever. My name is Kendra Rogerson, and I am a two-time HG survivor. For those of you who are unaware, HG stands for hyperemesis gravidarum, which is basically like a severe medical grade form of morning sickness. HG affects an estimated 0.5 to 2% of pregnant people. HG usually lasts the entire pregnancy, usually requires fluids to be administered at some point in the pregnancy, and oftentimes mothers will turn to anti-nausea medication to be able to function like a normal human being. I think that at the worst point, I puked for 6 days nonstop while laying in a hospital bed with an IV hooked into my arm. The IVs they would use to administer fluids were massive. There were times where my esophagus was so raw and sore from the constant trauma of stomach acids that bright red streaks of blood would streak through my puke. The emotional toll was also massive. I shed so many tears from not only the physical pain, but the helplessness and the hopelessness. I puked through all 9 months of both of my pregnancies and all the way through labor. When my babies were born, it was like an immediate relief from the nausea, but some women don't get so lucky, and the nausea and vomiting can continue through the postpartum phase as well. As you can imagine, I didn't think that any more babies would be in the cards for our future. Galen and I had always said that we would love to have 2 or 3 kids, and we knew we were so immeasurably blessed to already have 2 healthy, living children. However, I always wondered in the back of my mind if I would ever be able to experience a pregnancy that was more enjoyable. I always yearned to know what it felt like to get past the first trimester and feel more energy and feel the nausea and vomiting start to subside. A few months ago, I was talking amongst a group of mothers, and it came up that there was a suspected connection between gut bacteria, specifically the overgrowth of H. pylori, and hyperemesis. I was told that just a few days of hefty servings of fermented foods could help me to potentially cure my HG. Well, this was great news to me because I had developed a passionate relationship for fermenting foods after my second child was born. And over the past few years, I have been working to heal my gut flora after years of a conventional diet and childhood antibiotics. We found out a few weeks ago that we are expecting our 3rd baby. I'm currently 7 weeks pregnant and have been experiencing such a minor level of morning sickness. By this point in both of my previous pregnancies, I was already so sick. In fact, before I got a positive pregnancy test in my first pregnancy, I was so sick that I literally thought that I was dying. I've also heard mothers say that cutting out dairy helped them to notice a severe relief in their morning sickness and nausea and vomiting. As this is my first vegan pregnancy, I'm also wondering if there's a connection there. As I mentioned in the beginning, this is only my experience. After countless times of being told that I was just unlucky or that I had been dealt the rough pregnancy card, I was so thankful to have some resemblance of an explanation as to what had been plaguing me and hope for a solution. Currently, there are no concrete studies done on HG, unfortunately. However, there are several studies on PubMed which mention a possible connection between HG and H. pylori overgrowth. I would love to see more evidence-based studies done on this condition because no mother deserves to suffer while carrying their child. I want to take a moment to send out my love and warmth to anyone currently struggling or who has struggled with HG in the past. You are not alone, even though I know it can really feel that way sometimes. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I will be uploading more in the coming weeks, and I would love to know what you are seeking to make your journey more fulfilling, sustainable, and wholesome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. I'm looking forward to adventuring with you. Now I'm going to enjoy a cup of freshly roasted decaf coffee, and a little tidbit is that my next video will be on where to find green coffee beans and how to roast them yourself for the best cup of coffee you've ever had in your life. Have a great day.